Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, everybody. I think we're live. My name is Carl
Wow.
David. Welcome to our leadership hangout, Team Easy Money. We got a few of our leaders on the panel right now, and we just wanted to talk, chop it up, give you guys some insight. Alfredo's here. Alfredo, take over, man.
Oh, thanks for the short intro. I know it's the morning. Everybody's still, everybody's still like groggy and operating. I don't even know why Jeff is here right now. I didn't expect him. He was the first one in the group. Was like, "Good morning." I was like, "Wait a minute, am I in the right time zone?" But it's all good, man. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for attending. My eyes are still, but it's good. I want to get this done and over with first thing in the morning.
Everybody, I think we're live. Welcome to our leadership hangout, Team Easy Money. We got a few of our leaders on the panel right now. We just wanted to talk, chop it up, give you guys some
Whoever
insight.
got the thing playing, all right.
That's you, Jeff.
If anybody else got it playing, you guys gotta mute it out. I know it's the morning. Everybody's still like groggy and operating. Yeah, who got it playing? All right.
I just muted him. Yo, Jeff, you gotta mute your
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. All right. So guys, this is what I want to teach today. I know you can barely see because the Costa Rica mountains in the back, but it's all good. What I want to go over today is basically how to run your business, or have your business run for you while like you're on vacation or sleeping or whatever else you're doing in life. Because uh, some things we have to learn, and I talked to some of my team members about this, is um, I think Jeff and some others can contest, even myself. I'm learning this too, is that we have to stop hustling so hard and start having our business work for us. I know some people above us in certain businesses are doing that, and they're freaking smart because they're enjoying more life because they have people like us building the businesses for them. So what we're trying to do is get that. I want to go over today. Get the same thing going on for us. Is have our business run for you.
Bro, I can't hear.
Like you're on vacation.
Hold on,
Can you hear?
Go ahead. I'm gonna inbox him.
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Jeff can't hear him.
I don't know if Jeff. Well, we can't hear him because he's muted, but it's cool. Let me see. Jeff, you hear us?
Hey, my connection, it keeps,
They're freaking smart.
you keep replaying
They're enjoying more life.
my connection.
Have people like us building the businesses. Try closing the YouTube link.
Should I go in and go back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
All right.
Yeah, all right. So, guys, so the first thing, what I want to talk about is how to make this happen. The principles that I specifically use, and you can't even see me because of the damn. Some of the principles I use myself to help have my business run for me while I'm in New York, while I'm hanging out, while I'm at the mall, while things are, I'm away from the computer because we don't want to be on the computer so much. I'm just trying to find a spot where you can at least see my face. I don't like one big shadow. Like I'm some big mystery man. All right, there, that's better. Cool. All right, guys. So yeah, so the first thing that I want you guys to get a pen and paper first because I'm gonna lay out some principles that help me have my business run for me. And if you start applying these things, it will help you as well have your business running for you. Because like I said, we don't want to be hustling and recruiting the rest of our lives. We want to have our business run for us. So one of the things I want you guys to write down is when you're in a business like this one, or any business, affiliate or network marketing, but I'm speaking specifically about network marketing, but this works for affiliate marketing too. Hold on. Jeremiah, please be quiet. I'm doing something. Go to the room. The first thing you want to do, guys, is you want to have oh, great.
Oh, well, Alfredo just lost his connection and Jeff just hopped on. But I'm not sure what he was going to say, but I'm assuming he's going to hop back on any second now. And we're just going to wait it out. But for the meantime, guys, I'm excited for what's been going on still. And I think it's, 84 days left. I started my personal 90-day sprint. I'm just going to focus on that. And since this hangout's about team duplication, I'm really trying to focus on the leaders, right? And leaders step out and they reach out to you. So that's really how you build your business, by just going hard yourself. And the ones who see that you're building, they're gonna reach out to you and you work with them. I've learned that from Tara. I only reach out to her when I need something, like a simple question. I haven't asked her in months. Alfredo, I'll reach out to him when I don't know how to handle a certain situation, more like mentorship. And that's what you got to do when you're building your business. I've learned that. Just reach out. I even saw Kai Lo posted a status about not being afraid to reach out to your mentors. That's what they're there for. Jeff, I'm gonna be in your inbox. Same as anybody else. Just connect with the builders and then focus on building your leaders up.
Mm-hmm.
I got into
It's good input, man.
Yeah.
Carl, I was just gonna say that's great input. It's very true. When you start building, I noticed that my biggest weeks were when I was working the hardest. Like when I made the most, my team started picking up. I think that's the key in itself. I think people get too focused on like the technical stuff. Like they try to. I got it from GoPro too. They try to like maybe they spend more time organizing their leads and contacting them, or spend more time trying to train their team before they've actually made significant results to motivate their team. My biggest week I think was like $3,000, and I noticed that particular week, people who didn't usually get signups started getting signups, like 2 or 3 a day. So that's a good key.
It's momentum and energy, and as entrepreneurs, we can create it whenever we want. We just gotta decide and then do it, and kind of work with it. A lot of things that may happen, or I get discouraged, and that happens to every single person. But I always go back to my personal development. I know that I'm vulnerable, man. Vulnerable to the online marketplace. You just gotta focus and do it. Focus and do it every single day consistently. And whatever your goals are, I mean, Tara just crossed 20K.
Yeah, that's big things right there.
I'm here. Sorry, my son's playing the iPad, so it's really loud.
She just crossed 20K, and you got to ask yourself, what is she doing that you may not be doing? And the best thing you can do is watch, study people, study them. I study people. I actually went to this one girl's profile, and I spent about 35 minutes wondering what is she getting into her mind to be able to speak the way that she's speaking on her wall. Did something to me. It made me try to figure out, okay, where can I go get smarter and be more valuable, right? Become more valuable to the marketplace. Just study people that you see as industry leaders, and model what they do, and then put your own little twist to it. Yep. I can't do exactly what these guys do because they're not me. They don't have what I know, and I don't know exactly what they do because I'm not them. You got to mix and match. It's just that's what's beautiful about it. When we all met in Vegas, throwing out ideas, and it was just beautiful to see so many different people with different ideas and different concepts. But when you mesh them together and you work the system, it definitely works. And Alfredo, you're back on, man.
Yeah, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You just dropped off for a second, but we picked up, just talked a little bit about.
Yeah, I had to go on my phone, man, because the computer overheated.
Your connection good?
Yeah. So, guys, all right. So let me continue where I left off. I didn't even get to start yet, but here. So you guys can hear me better now, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So the first thing I want you guys to write down for those who are watching is that you should always look into running some kind of contest. One of the things that obviously you see it in Gresso a lot is the fact that we do a lot of contests. Now, I think we all understand that Dwayne is a very smart man. So if he's always running contests, it's because he knows what he's doing. And I feel the same way. You want to have some kind of contest because you want to push your team to do something. You don't always have to go by the company contest. I recommend the leaders to run their own as well within their team to help push them to rise to the top, because everybody's going to fight for that win. So you're going to get everybody pushing your own team at the same time. Does that make sense? Always have some kind of contest. one of the reasons why Facebook Crusher did so good for being my first product and not having any experience, so the first thing I did was run a contest. I ran a couple contests in the pre-launch group to help get people motivated to take action, and then once I launched, the first thing I did was a contest. Yeah, I came out my pocket a lot, but I'd rather have a little bit of something than a lot of nothing. Okay, so by running a contest, I pushed and motivated people to get out there and work extra hard, which helped me get the product off the ground, create a big buzz till that's still going on till today. I mean, I don't know what the hell Tara's doing. If she's telling him, you want to talk to me, you have to buy Facebook Crusher, because every day she's making sales. I think even today, a little while ago, one of your people came to me. They had trouble.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah, I hooked up, got her locked in, but you're busting out. So this stemmed off the launch in January that went out so big because we had people working extra hard to win that contest. I gave away cash, and I gave away an iPad and stuff like that. So people were motivated to move. If it wasn't for the contest, I probably would have not done not even half as good, because nobody would have cared as much, you know. So that's number one. You want to have a contest, not only rely on the company, but do one within your own team. You want to push your people to take action, give them a reason to. All right. So that goes into number two, which is more or less the same. Is having incentives or rewards. It's not so much the contest, because sometimes you don't have to have a winner. You could just have an incentive to push people to do things. I'm going to give you a real life example, and to prove to you that this works in the real world. When I was doing my corporate job, I had incentives. I was in a contest with the rest of the 17 offices in my district when I was doing H&R Block, but as an office, we would win, but not the individual tax preparers. So what I did was give them incentives to help me win the contest. By doing that, what I did was I shared the earnings within the office. So if the office won $500, I would divide that within the tax preparers in the office, because without them, I would not win. You understand? I cannot do the hustling all by myself. I need the work of a team to win. It's not all about me. I can't sit there 7 in the morning till 12 at night hustling, getting all these numbers up by myself when I have a whole office that can help me do it together. So again, I'd rather have a little bit of something than a lot of nothing. So by them pushing harder, because I incentivized them to do it, they helped me win. So if the prize was $500, let's say I gave away 300 out of 5. I still win $200, right?
Yeah.
But if I didn't win the contest, I wouldn't win anything. I'm hustling all by myself. I need the work of the team. Mike, can you mute yourself or shut the YouTube down? Yeah, so does that make sense? If I didn't push my office to help me win, I would not have, like I said, if the prize was $500 and it cost me $300 to divide within the office, I would not have the $200. So I lose. Not only I lose a contest, but I lose a chance to win anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You incentivize your team to help you get what you need done. All right? For the people that have regular jobs, we understand that working and getting a regular wage is not too exciting. Okay? Because you get paid $7, $8, $9 an hour whether you do the job or not. Well, granted that if they see you not working, they don't fire you. But whether you do an excellent job, you do a good job, you do an okay job, you're still getting paid the same thing for putting in your hours. What if your managers came around and said the person who, let's say, cleans up the store the best gets a $100 gift card, right? Now you're gonna have your whole floor. Everybody's out there cleaning, doing the best job they can, because everybody wants that $100 gift card to use to buy themselves something or take their family out or something. So now you just incentivize them, but at the end of the day, as a manager, if your GM is watching you, he's going to see that your store is crystal clean because you had a whole office running, a whole floor running to get the job done by incentivizing them. But having a regular paycheck is not going to have the same effect. That people are too cheap. They don't understand that you have to give a little. You give some and you get some back. Okay, stop being so cheap. Stop holding on to your money. If you have a team and you want them to work, give them a reason to work. Incentivize and rewards. Okay, so that's number two. Number 3 is you want to leverage your leaders. Okay, we're leaders. Now, you have people that are just starting out the business. What if this is their very first business and they just joined Ingresso today and they have no clue what they're doing? Is it fair that if they bring people in, the people don't want to join them because they're new and they don't know what they're doing? Everybody deserves a fair chance. All right, I did a video about this a while ago, because they shouldn't always look for the highest and the best people. Everybody deserves a chance, because we all started out the first time joining a business ever one day in our life. We all started the same way. So is it fair that nobody would want to join us because we just started out? Everybody's new. The people they bring are going to be new too. Nobody's going to want to join anybody because nobody knows anything. At that point, what you need to focus on is leveraging the leaders. I may not know everything as someone that just came in the company, but I'm going to put you in a group. I'm going to put you in connection with Alfredo, with Jeff, with Carl. They're the leaders of the company. They're making it happen. So just follow what they do, and we're going to be all right. We're going to move as a team. So be confident. Don't just be like, well, I just joined yesterday. I don't know anything. No, I just joined, but I'm running with these guys. So I'm going to soak up whatever knowledge they have, and you're going to come with me. All right? So principle number 3 is leveraging your leaders. Don't sit there and feel lost. Send them our way. Send them to the groups. That's why we put those groups there. That's why we put the files and the trainings there, so you guys don't have to sit there and try to do everything yourself. Okay, the only way you could get your team moving is by plugging them into what we have put out there for them. Okay, so leverage the leaders, leverage the groups, leverage the trainings such as the one you're watching right now. I'm the one that got up and decided to do this, and I asked my other leaders to come on with me. All you need to do, for those who are watching, is send your team to us. Let them watch. If you're not around, if you're at work, don't hold them back. Send an email, send them out, say, hey, the leaders are having a webinar right now. I want you to hop on and learn something. You don't have to be at every one if you can't make it, but make sure your team makes it. The more you and your team plugs in, the more results you guys have, because you guys are, if maybe, like I said, if you can't make it for whatever reason, at least your team went to it. You know, that's why we want our teams to go to events, because we want them to experience it. So it's the same thing. So number 3 is leveraging your leaders. Like I said, if you're not a leader yet, follow us and make sure that your team is plugged into us as well. Okay? Principle number 4 is webinars, just like the one you're watching. All right? We can't be everywhere at once, but when we have webinars, plug in. If you can't make it to a live one, make sure you're there for the recording. Webinars allows us to reach an audience of people at once. We can't sit. People would ask, are you going to train me? Where's the training? I don't tell them, listen, I'm not doing a one-on-one. It's nothing personal, but how the hell am I going to do a one-on-one with 200, 300, 400 people? It's impossible. If I was to give everybody the same exact time, my productivity would go down to nothing, because I would never able to produce myself, because I'm too busy trying to help every single person that comes in. So we use webinars and Hangouts to reach a mass audience, because the same thing I'm telling you guys, I would tell you individually. If you have questions based on what you're hearing right now, you can message me. You can ask the group. You can write a comment below the video or something like that. But you must use webinars. And I'm speaking to you because I'm anticipating that the people who are watching this are going to take action to become leaders. All right, so these are the things that leaders do, is run webinars. If you notice, every top dog in the company, in any company, does webinars. Webinars, Hangouts, conference calls. You need to talk to your people in the masses. Okay, if they don't attend, that's their problem. But your job is to get it done, invite everybody, and make sure they plug in. You don't have to be the best recruiter, but you could be the best inviter. Make sure people plug into these webinars that we hold. Okay, again, that goes into leveraging the leaders. Principle number 5, you guys want to qualify your action takers. I know a lot of people here are having a struggle within themselves to feel like, you know, we just spoke about this, is you have to help everyone. Okay, the people want to help themselves. The people have to want it themselves. So what you have to do is qualify who's going to be your action takers. It's simple. By doing that, is who are the people that are investing the time into watching us? Who are the people who are investing their money into upgrading themselves? Some people got upset yesterday because I was co-hosting a webinar, and I put it for the elite group only. Now, the people that found that to be wrong, those are the ones that obviously don't understand where we're coming from. Okay, because let me tell you something. To get into Lawrence Tam's group for his mastermind, does anybody know how much it costs?
Nah, how much?
You have to spend $3,500 to be in his group, and he will confirm it and have his receptionist confirm that you have spent that money on the master's course, and it was directed to him in order to be in his group. And I commend him for it because the man is a millionaire. He's invested nothing but time and money to himself to acquire the knowledge he is to share with you guys. So why should he give it away to someone who just comes in at the $25 level? What privilege does a person that's investing thousands of dollars have if you're giving away the same stuff to the person who just came in yesterday and probably quit next week because they're not committed? So you have to understand that if you want to grow your business and you want your team to go up, not not us go down, is that you have to have your people qualify themselves to be able to watch this, to be able to learn. I invested thousands and thousands of dollars on courses, on trips, on everything to learn what I got now. Is it fair for me to just give it away for free? No, people got to invest in themselves. So again, principle number 5 is you got to qualify your action takers. One of the ways of doing that is once we're leaders, we kind of like get a sense for it. We'll know because first thing in the morning, maybe that person that signed up is like, hey, I'm not in the group, put me in the group, or I noticed I'm not in the chats, or what's the link for the webinar, or hey, I was watching this. You'll see in their actions like, yeah, I'm on day 11 and I was a little lost. Like day 11, wow, okay, so that means you are going through the 30-day blueprint. Yeah, so I bought this solo ad and this and that. So you'll see they're out there doing things on their own. They're taking action. Qualify your action takers, spend more time with them, and don't worry about the people who are not doing anything. Carl, I just told you this. People they get my welcome emails. They have every bit of information they have to reach me. They have the email, they have my phone number, they got my Facebook, my Skype, my Social Security, they know my shoe size, everything. There's no way that they can't reach me if they wanted to. So if you're not reaching me, either you're good or you're just not interested, and that's fine. So let me work with the people who are. Let me work with the people who got up 10 o'clock in the morning today to jump on this Hangout, because those are the ones that are going to run my business. You guys down there are helping me duplicate because you guys are taking action. Tara, Jermaine, Jeff, and Carl, you guys are out there killing it. Mike, I don't know if Mike is still on. I can't see from my phone, but his team from Slovenia, these guys are rocking. Mm-hmm. I don't know them from hole in the wall, but because he's taking action, it's helping.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
How's it going?
I took care of your whole team this morning, man. I gave him the Facebook Crusher, the people at the 300 and above.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got your boy Blaz on Skype, and he's a good guy. He cares about his team, so I hooked him up. So
he's like the king of Slovenia.
Yeah. See, here's a good example. Mike is not around. He doesn't have to be. He connected one of his team leaders with me from Slovenia, and me and him connect, and it's fine because I know the guy is serious. So I'll talk to him because the guy is out there kicking ass. He got the whole country signing up. So I'll take the time to talk to him. Mike doesn't have to be there to do anything. I got it because the guy obviously is worth my time. See, that goes with leveraging the leaders. That's one of my principles. So that's what I'm saying. Number 5 is qualify the action takers. Number 6, groups. Okay, we went through this briefly, but you guys have to have groups. You know that the leaders have their own groups, and that's why they're able to duplicate, because anything that's working for them, they just put it in the groups, and they give everybody the same information so everybody can have it, take it upon themselves to go through the information and make something out of it. Now, we have our groups, but I always recommend the leaders of their teams to just have their own. Eventually, you want to have your own stuff. You want to run your business your way, and people will look up to you as a leader and not always look up to Alfredo or somebody else because we're in his group. I honestly hate putting people in other people's groups, because for that, I'd rather just have my own. It's nothing bad. That's just me. That's just the way I do things. I like being in control. I'm a control freak. I like to be the boss. So I want my own group with my own rules and my own, action steps. There's nothing wrong with other groups, but that's just me. Once we start a team, it's my team. I'm starting a group. So you guys have to have groups, whether it's a Skype group, a Facebook group, something. You got to be in control of your own team. So that's number 6. I already went through standards. You guys, that's number 7 is standards. It kind of goes with qualifying action takers. But you guys, the reason why we have a leadership group is because we set the standards high so people can meet us, not that we have to go down to their level. All right? If people want to come in at the 50 and play around, I'm not going down to your level. You want my time, you want my attention, you want my training, you got to meet me at mine. Why do you think I have almost 30 people on the $1,500 level? Why do you think that is? Because people want to move up to where I'm at. And it's only fair. I invested the money. I started with $50. I worked my way up to the $7,500. No one gave me the money. No one handed me their credit cards. I did it myself. So if I can do it, why shouldn't I ask the next person to do it? You guys want to do what we do. You want to earn the money we earn. You have to raise your standards. Don't think that people can't afford it. Don't think that people won't do this. There's plenty of people out there that are more serious than you. There's probably people more serious than me. But we won't know that. We can't judge them. We can't think for them. You can go to a car lot that costs $20,000, and right away the person comes in, and you're going to think it's too much money. You know what? Just give me 18 for it. What if the dude got 20,000? Look, I'm one of those people. I'm an idiot for that. But if the guy says, hey, it costs $30,000, I'll say, okay. Meanwhile, I should be like, you know what? I'll give you 28 for it. But I'm stupid like that. I'm one of the people that be like, listen, I'm not going to argue. I got the money. Let me just spend it. Right? So don't shortchange yourself. There's people out there that will have the money. If they don't have the money, they'll get it. If they really want it, they'll raise their standards and meet you at the top. Because you're at the top, there's no point of you going down to the bottom. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep.
Talked about this several times. All right, raise your standards. These are all these principles. I think I went over 7 of them. I'll go over a couple more. All these principles, these are the things that I personally do myself. And if you guys wonder why am I making $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000 and this guy made over 100? Well, this is why I'm telling you the things that I think about and the things I do. Okay, if I'm not around to do a webinar, Dwayne does one almost every day, every other day. I'll just plug my team into his. The man knows what he's talking about. He has a lot of wisdom to share, so I don't need to do every single webinar. I can leverage the leaders and send them to his webinars. He has his own contest. He gives his own incentives and rewards. I want to do my own, but I'm just giving you examples. If you don't have it like that yet, if you're new, you can't do webinars. You don't have the money to give away for contests. Leverage what's going on right now. Use us. Use the leaders to help motivate your team and get your team to help you get to that point where you can do your own stuff. All right. The last thing is you don't have to know everything. Please, guys, I tell you this all the time. It may sound weird to you, but you don't need to know everything. I'll tell you that right now. When someone comes to me and says, hey, I'm in Ingresso, how do you do the cPanel and all that stuff? I said, listen, I have no freaking idea. All right? But you can go to Carl David and he'll tell you. I send people to Carl all the damn time because I don't have to know everything.
Yeah.
You ask me a marketing question, a Facebook question, how to rank a video, I'll help you. You ask me something about cPanel and WordPress, I have no idea, and it's okay because obviously it's not stopping my money. It's not going to stop yours either. You don't have to know everything. People get caught in that thinking they have to know every single thing. What happens, they get overloaded, and then they end up doing nothing. You get stagnant. You don't have to know everything. I don't know half the shit that my team knows. I don't need to. I just need to know what works for Facebook, what works for YouTube, and how to run my business. That's it. And it's obviously working because my income shows for it. If I was lying to you, then it would reflect what I'm making. You don't have to know everything. Pick a couple things that you're good at and master it. And if you don't know it, send them to somebody who does. That's why I always send them to Carl. Anything that has to do with websites or capture pages, Carl. Christine Tuller, every day, hey guys, how do you set up your lead? Listen, just go Christine Tuller. She knows how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't even have my own setup. That's just the way I am. I don't need to know everything. All right, so don't think that you have to know everything, because I'm telling you right now, I'm admitting to you guys that are watching, I don't know everything. I don't. But what I do know is how to use Facebook as a cash machine. What I do know is how to get my videos out there so people watch them. What I do know is how to build a business, and I know the fundamentals. That's my point. So that's the last principle. And just a quick note. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
It cut off for a second.
No, I had a phone call. Okay. So the last thing I want to share, we just realized this right now. Whatever you hate the most, do it first. Yep. Now I feel good, because if I had went out and done what I had to do and realized, damn, I got to hurry up and come back, I got a webinar, I got to hang out to do, it's stressing before it even happens. It's not that stressful. I'd rather get it done, out the way first thing in the morning, boom. I'll set all my stuff to go. If I'm doing Craigslist postings or whatever, to do it now. Get it out the way. The things you hate to do most, do them first, because then everything else seems simple after that. Your day will go smooth sailing if you knock out the stuff that you hate the most. So that's really it, guys. At this point, I would like some feedback from the other leaders we have. You guys, please ask or add or take away whatever I just went over.
That was great information. One of the first things that I want to point out is everything you're saying is true. I'm pretty sure everyone on this panel did what you named kind of subconsciously, or they just kind of did it anyway. But one of the coolest things that I received from Carl David, like maybe a day or two ago, he said, do everything as if you have a team of thousands. Changed my life. Just a simple nugget. Like, I think that if people put more into how to actually run their business, if they put more into, like, preparation for their future team, I think they'll have that future team and be able to facilitate them when they come, instead of people coming and going because you yourself are not prepared,
Well, yeah, what's good? People might be like, well, I don't have a team. Well, you have somebody signed up? Yeah, well, that's your team. That's your team. It starts out with one person. What if Christine Tuller said, I don't have nobody, I only got one person, I got Alfredo. I mean, come on, guys. I only got one person, I got Alfredo. I don't have a team. I don't need to plug him into anything. That's the only guy I got. Just think about it. You never know. So, yeah, if you got one person on your team, that's your team. Let's make that one person turn into 10 or 20. You never know who they are. You never know who the rock stars are until they come out. So, yeah, that's a good point. Anybody else got anything to add to that?
I wanted to touch on team communication. One thing that I do is I try to keep in touch with not only my leaders, but my personal signups also. That way I can try to accommodate to my newer teammates and help them out. But again, focus is on the leaders, because they're the ones, reaching out, making financial moves, and being serious about it. I learned, I think in my first 3 months of online marketing, that you can't make somebody feel what you feel about your future. I have a big heart and I want to help people, but they don't even want to help themselves, and that's where it cuts off. You have to focus on your leaders and just work with them day in, day out. And like Alfredo was saying, if you got 2 leaders, that's your team. If you got 1 teammate, that's your team. Build that person up, edify them, and push them to the top. They will build your business. It makes so much sense. Instead of doing one person doing all the work, you find that core and you work on that core and you help them lift up, and your business grows. It just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about it like this. Let's say, for example, Carl, Tara, you guys want my time, right? It's like this. I'm trying to get to you. I'm trying to answer your message. I'm trying to answer your phone call, but I got 50 other messages, 10 text messages, and 5 phone calls that are blocking my way from people who want to ask me a stupid question like, what is this about? How much is it to sign up? Tell me more about this. Dude, really? There's videos. There's everything for you. The price is there. It's not fair to you guys, because Tara might have somebody like you guys had yesterday. Listen, I have a heavy hitter that's ready to come on. I need you to come on and help me close them. I need you to come on. But I can't, because I'm being distracted by people asking dumb questions, or the 50 or the 100 people who aren't that serious. It's not fair. All right. So yes, communication is very important. I should have wrote that down, but communication, however means necessary. I take it upon myself to send people my own welcome email.
Right.
I don't wait for the company. I don't wait for nobody else. I have a welcome email. You guys should have one. If you don't, I'll give you mine, and you can, reword it the way. But I think mine is pretty generic. It's not about me. It's just about what you need to do when you first sign up. Have it in a text file. Copy and paste. When your new members come in, get their email. Okay, copy and paste it. Replace it with their name, wherever it says name, and send it to them. So that way they know what to do as soon as they come in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you don't have it, put it in the groups as a file so that way your teammates can use it. But I think everybody deserves a welcome letter, at least from you, from yourself. Not so much from the company, but from you. Hey, I'm your team leader. Hey, I'm your sponsor. And let me welcome you to the team. Like I said, if you don't have one constructed, I have one that I send out all the time. I'll give it to you guys. It's a simple copy and paste. You don't have to change anything on there. Just change their name and send it out to them. It's that simple. So that's huge, welcoming and edifying your new members. Does anybody have anything else? Go ahead.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
For the, I like the contest idea. I was thinking of that because I'm like you, I came from the corporate world, and whenever there's a contest, people because they want to win. And I'm just curious, like, what are you thinking for a contest? Something, say, I could do where I'm at right now, like something on my wall or what?
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter where you post it. You want people to know about it. Obviously, if you want it, I would post it on my wall because if people were about to join you or think about joining you, they might have an extra reason to because they see that you're running contests with your own team. So it might not be a bad idea to share it with the public, and it's kind of like hit me up for details. If you're on my team, go to the group. If you're not on my team, hit me up for details, and let's figure out how we can get you on the team. But I think contest is huge. I mean, like I said, you win. All you gotta do, and I learned this myself, is you just gotta do the math. It's simple math. It's either it's gonna add up or it's not. If you win, how much do you win? I win $5,000. If you don't win anything. If it costs me $2,000 to help me win the 5, then I still walk away with 3.
Okay.
If I'm not willing to spend the 2 on my team, then there's a big chance I might not win anything. I'd rather win something than nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's simple math. All you have to do is look it up, write down the numbers, and if it makes sense, how much you can give away without digging into your own pocket, then you do it.
Most of the time, it's going to make sense because you're motivating your people. Your people's going to push so much harder. So I mean, when you're basically leveraging your team, but at the same time, you're giving your team the motivation to take it to the next level. And the end of the whole picture, everyone's winning. So it's a win-win situation either way.
For everybody. But people don't realize how simple that principle is to share with your team. Dwayne is sharing his earnings within the team by these contests that he does every month.
Mm-hmm.
By him doing that is getting us to work extra hard. How many people fight for that number 1 spot at the end of the month? By bringing in more sales, which brings in more revenue to the company.
Right.
Yeah.
The prize does not change. The only thing that changes is the person it goes to. But the revenue is going up while the person is going up and down. But the prize money has not changed. So is that brilliant?
That's smart. And I never even saw it until I heard it now.
So that makes perfect sense. That's why contests are huge. You want to leverage your money, that's what you do. Okay? Ask me how many solo ads I do, that's easy. Ask me how many contests I would run, that's easy. Because I'd rather run a contest than a solo ad. I'd rather give the money into my team to help us grow than to find more people and whatever, if that even works.
Right.
Michael, do you have anything to add? Because you're a smart dude, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, sorry about that. I was Skyping to my programmer real quick when you were asking me a question. It's just about the webinars. You mentioned Can you guys hear me before I start talking away?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. So yeah, you know, the webinars thing, I really caught on to that lately. I've been doing it myself, the Hangouts for my team, but another one who inspired me big time is, you know, we don't have him on here this morning, but, you know, Tom there, the furry hat guy that I brought on.
Yeah.
You know, he's blowing it out the door. He has a Hangout every single day with his team, every day. You know, he doesn't let one day go by, you know, that he doesn't get his team on. And then me and him started doing a lot of Hangouts together. So what I did is, I was just actually talking to my programmer right now, he's finishing up, is I created one of those pages where you can take these Hangouts and plop them in that page, and then all your prospects can grab the URL and at the very end of it put their user ID for IC.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's a join button underneath the video, so when they use that, it'll be coded to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that page should be done today. So, you know, I'll be able to, anytime I have a Hangout, you know, a prospecting, Tom and I are going to start doing a lot of prospecting Hangouts. And so we're just going to give that page to everybody. And, you know, you just throw your ID in it, and it's coded to you, and anyone who joins comes join you. And so that's one of the things I'm doing to help out the team and to help convert, because I think those live prospecting Hangouts, you know, are just going to help convert a lot more people.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You see, that goes what I'm saying. Principle number 4 was webinars, and you, like I said, you don't have to necessarily be the one to throw them all the time, but be a really good inviter. You don't own the club, you don't own the DJ, you don't own the alcohol, the bartenders, but you're a really good promoter, and you get that club popping. Okay, you don't have to know the price, you don't have to know anything. All you know how to do is invite people to that club on Friday night and get it popping. Be a good inviter. You don't have to have the best webinars, you're going to be best speaker, but be a good inviter to the ones that are going on, because when you get something like Mike who has an ID coded page, all right, it can help you whether you're there or not, but you invited 5,000 people to it. And you're leveraging the leaders, and you're leveraging people that know how to speak and prospect on these Hangouts. Mike,
I want to bring all you guys. I want to bring all you guys on too. You know, this, when I say prospecting, it's just not going to be for my one little team. Right. I want to invite all you guys onto the board, just like we are now.
Right.
And you know, you've seen them before. We just tell our stories. You know, get everybody excited and just say, hey, whoever brought you, you know, just click that button on the bottom, and whoever you brought you here is gonna, you know, that's who you're gonna sign up with. And so, you know, message me or whatever if you're willing to do that. You know, we're going to do one probably pretty soon. Get things up and running.
I'm in your inbox right now, Mike.
All right. All right. And because we definitely want to get...
Just let us know on the...
What was that?
You started talking, so I stopped.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea, Mike. You know, no, it's fine, Mike. I would love to get on the Hangout with you guys. I mean, for sure, it always helps, man. Just let us, you know, keep us in the loop. Let us know, you know, a day in advance, or hey, tomorrow night plan to do so. I'll make sure that we don't plan anything on top of it. That's all.
Yeah, and just so you know, too, that
anybody else have anything to add to it?
Yeah, just so you know, that page is going to be generic, so it's not going to be like, you know, Team Abundance, you know, my team name or all that. It's just going to say Ingresso on the top. It's going to have a video in the middle and a join button at the bottom. It's just going to be super simple, generic, so all of you guys can hand it out to all your people, and it'll be coded to you.
Powerful.
Nice, nice. Thank you, man. Mike, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Why did my phone just go black?
Were you thinking of doing this every day also, or, you know, once a week, twice a week type of thing?
You know, I'd like to start. You know, I really don't have a plan for that yet. At least a couple times a week, and if it's working, you know, I'll do it. You know, 2 times a day if we have to, if it's working. You know, you know, and you know, but I've been wanting to do it for a while because I've seen other companies do it, and you know, and I know it's really, I know that the money's made in the connection.
Right.
And if they can see us all banding together, all telling our stories, and not just us on there, you know, if we can grab some newbies too, you know, maybe people that have been in a couple weeks and, you know, made a check or got sign-ups, get a little mix of a few different kinds of people on there, and I think we'll kill it.
Definitely.
No, it sounds like a plan. Because they convert really highly, and it's not even pitching at all. It's really telling your story and people just relate to that, and it's real simple. And then when you see other people like from all walks, just people that join or join 2 weeks already, like you said, making checks, that resonates, and they'll connect with us. And whoever, like you said, with that program that you're doing or with the coding, that's an awesome idea, because that's what it's all about. It's always about the connection.
Yeah, and we all win. You know, we all win with that. It's
Mhm.
definitely a win-win for us, for all our team members, because now, you know, they have a tool to just hand off to all their prospects, and they don't have to worry about, oh, where's my link? How do I get them over here? What do I have to do here? It's all right there on the page, coded to them. They just hit the button, boom, they're
Right.
done.
Good. And we'll come up with a plan, the best plan we can. We'll put ideas together to how to get this word out there as much as possible.
And streamline.
Yeah, I mean, the best, obviously, like the best 3 ways is, I would say, you know, Facebook events, posting on your wall, sending out an email blast, and, you know, doing a video about it or something. Like, you know, just common stuff. I do a couple things also that sometimes they work out. I'll teach you guys later on when we come up with the plan, but I use Craigslist sometimes to get people to events. All right, you think outside the box a little bit, you can get a couple of people from Craigslist to hop on. So I'll explain to you guys how I do that. But yeah, so that's great, Mike. I appreciate it. That will help us out a lot. Like, again, you know, this goes into the principles I just went over: leveraging leaders and webinars. So, you know, nothing changes. It's just a matter of you guys taking action, because the principles are the same, and this is what blows your business. This is why my income will not stop if I go and travel, because we have things like this going on, because we're applying these principles to. That's why I like network marketing, MLM marketing versus like affiliate. Affiliate is cool, but you're always going to need to make that sale. You know, I like leveraging, growing a business, because that's when you become, you know, that's when your potential becomes huge, because you have this huge organization built under you. Unfortunately, some people choose the wrong companies to do that with, but when you're with the right company, with the right team, and your business is exploding every day, and we have, in this company, we have, like, you know, the Unilevel commission. Please, has anybody noticed the drastic change in the Unilevel?
Yeah.
Please raise your hand if you notice how it's changing.
Yeah.
I want my residual built deep, because those bonuses are like.
It's not only the bonuses, but since there's no first month free.
Oh, it's right away. Yeah, it's jumping.
It's basically tripling, because what's happening is, all right, don't think like this. Well, you know, the 10 people that I brought in, well, they didn't, you know, they had the first month free, so I guess it's not a big deal. No, it's not the 10 people that you brought in. It's everybody in your whole damn downline that's missing on that first payment, that now they're paying. And so every single new person that comes in from here on is being is adding to your Unilevel. So yeah, it's changing and it's going up a lot faster, and I see it and I'm excited about it, because now we're seeing some real good residual, because now it's not only 100 people came in this month and next month only 50 of them paid. Everybody's paying once they come in through the door. So it's adding, your Unilevel should be adding up a lot.
Right.
So definitely it goes with what the team building principle and everything that we're going with this organization is helping out as well. That was huge, and I love it. You know, people might say, well, what if nobody wants to pay $25? Well, then why the hell you want to work with them? That's all I say. Like, really, if you have a problem paying $25, then actually, do you really want to work with them in the first place? You know, that's it. Then don't worry about it. Just move on to somebody who doesn't see $25 as a big deal. All right, so Jermaine, you're kind of quiet. You got anything to add to this? You still on?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I'm still on, man. Basically, yeah, you're right about the Unilevel. I noticed that even just before the last month was up, it jumped from like single digits to, you know, triple digits really, really quickly. I'm excited about the new Unilevel, but I think that from the minute people come in, I think that they should be Unilevel taught. Hold on, let me put my camera on. In fact, I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. I'm gonna show you something I've been working on. I think that basically from the very moment people, you know, they join, I think that they should be, oops, all this crap on my desktop. I think they should be exposed to, where is it? Somewhere. Oh, here it is. They should be exposed to the union level. I think everyone, as soon as they get in, because otherwise they're going to be focused on cycling and all the wrong components of, you know, just network marketing and just Ingresso in general. I really want to share this with you guys, and I highly encourage you to go ahead and put your own version of it when it loads. Where is it? It should be this one. I have a few different PDFs up and PowerPoints. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I think a visual picture of what's possible keeps people in for the long run. I don't know about you guys, but truthfully, I stopped even caring about cycle money. I really did. I just thought about, hey, Alfredo, is this picture familiar?
Yeah, I know that guy.
I just think about this all day. Okay, watch this. Compound effect, guys. If people realize over the course of time, because, you know, Dwayne said this Western mindset of wanting everything really, really quickly is damaging us. If we could realize the power of duplication and actually spend, I don't know, 30 days or whatever, just getting our team to duplicate, as you can see, this is a penny compounded, as opposed to like getting $1,000 a day, getting maybe, you know, just the compound effect. You see how it starts off with 1 cent and in 31 days turns into $10 million? Well, it's the same thing in this organization. This is all I focus on. Can you guys see this, or is it too small? Can you see that number?
I see the number.
269,560 just from having 5 people who have 7 levels deep. 4 is great, but what I figured out is, you know how it's $25 a month to sustain your business, right? $25 a month, the unit level.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you have 5 directs, your 25 is automatically taken care of. So I'm teaching my team to shoot for 5 instead of shoot for 4. Why? So they can, you know, they have their residual taken care of. You see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. So, and if you guys don't know, it's not 5 people and then, you know, 5 on the next level. It's like every person has to have 5 on every level.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth it. I think that as soon as you bring people in, I stopped leaving it to people. I stopped leaving it to like bring them in, give them training, and hope that they do it. I do it with them. First 72 hours. All right, cool. We're gonna do a 3-way call or a launch call. Who do you know? And I learned this principle from a millionaire. Like, you don't do launch calls and you know, opportunity calls and stuff like that. You don't do them for signups, because then it's the same thing as recruiting. You do it to find out who they know. So let's just say I do a call, right? That person invites 20 people to the call and maybe only 3 people show up. I don't look at it as, oh, I got 3 signups. I'm like, who do those 3 signups know? Then I do a call for those 3 signups and then find out who they know. And then once the people they know sign up, then I do the same thing for those people. Who do they know? That's a really smart way to build really, really deep, really, really quickly. Instead of, you guys understand the concept of what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You get your new people on the phone right away with some people they know.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
That's a good idea.
So I hope you guys got some value from that.
No, that's good. I'm actually gonna try it and see how it works out. So guys, if anybody else has anything to add, that's a great principle. Jermaine, I'm actually gonna give it a shot and see if I can get these new people, because there's nothing better than when you get somebody who just signs up, having them have people sign up, because that'll just not only start a nice like snowball effect, but that'll motivate them like, wow, this is really happening. Again, the purpose of the new members contest is for that. If you guys don't know, is to get the people that come in straight through the door to take action right away. What better when you see somebody just sign up, all of a sudden they're like number 8 or 7 on the leaderboard, like, holy shit, I just signed up like 2 days ago. I'm on a leaderboard. Now they're gonna shoot for number 1.
Yep.
You just push a new person through the door, go out there and take action from the beginning. So that's a great principle. You know, get these people up and going right away. Guys, we shared some great stuff. Mike, I look forward to that page. Carl, thank you for that golden nuggets. Jermaine, that was great too. I'm gonna write that down and use it myself. So I hope you guys wrote down all the principles and some of the things that were shared by the other people. And you know, we look forward to seeing you guys inside our team and growing. This is basically an inside team call anyway, so you guys should be using this to apply for your business. If anybody else wants to close this out, it's fine, but I think I'm done.
I mean, May 1st, I decided we're going to do something serious for 90 days and just focus on development. Anything that you can do to develop your mind, develop your skill set, and develop your business to help it grow, period. Do it for 90 days straight. I've committed to it, and my team has, well, some of my teammates have committed to it. As long as you stay focused and you apply with everything you just learned here, I got a page full of notes of stuff that I knew and I never wrote down. Now I'm going to read it over and over and over, and it's going to come to life. You just got to do that with your business. Treat it like a business. You'll get paid like a business. Wake up early in the morning and get stuff, the worst stuff that you have to do in the day, get it done, and then go through it, guys. I'm excited just being around these wonderful people. Every time I speak to Alfredo, Jeff, Mike, Jermaine, just leaders, just stick with leaders. Stick with leaders and do what leaders do. Do as they do, not as they say. Just do it. Do as they do and not as they say. Alfredo says that a lot, and he means it. He'll say something, I'm like, man, wait a minute, let me go see what you're talking about. I'll go, well, look. I'm like, I got you. I get it now.
Exactly. Do as you do, is not as you say, because if we're doing it, it's working, then if you do it, it should work too. All right, guys, I'm done, man. I'm going to go back to my computer. I'm actually going to finish up a few things and do what I said. I got what I needed to get done out the way. Now I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to get ready to go to the mall and go buy some things and enjoy the day. Nice out, you know. That's what we should be doing.
Definitely.
That's why we do it. Money's not everything, but money buys freedom. Time is more valuable than money. I need to go outside and spend the day out and enjoy it, man, because I'm not promised tomorrow. So that's really it. That's what it comes down to, guys. Thank you, Mike and Jeff, everybody, for coming on, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Facebook.
See you later, guys.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, take care.